Hey, good morning, happy Sunday. Welcome back to day 5 of JV's 5 Days of Shakes, the 5th day in the series where I'm sharing some Shakeology recipes that my family uses. And today, I might not have saved the best for last, but I think I saved the simplest for last. And you do get a bonus, you get 2 recipes today. I'm not making the shakes, I'm just showing you the ingredients in the shakes, and you're going to get the recipe that my husband has been using for probably 10 years, and the recipe that my oldest daughter, has been using for also probably 10 years. Super simple. Let's start with my daughter's first. Jenna drinks vegan chocolate Shakeology. She uses Trader Joe's almond butter. And then this is the almond milk that we use at home. I know she uses almond butter. I don't know what brand she buys. Likely she buys Trader Joe's almond milk if they have it, just because that's where she shops. But this is the brand that we use at home. This is what my husband uses. I try to get the unsweetened. Of course, he would like the sweetened, but that's not what's happening here. So this is what we use at home. Jenna uses something similar to it. She uses her chocolate vegan, and she uses Trader Joe's almond butter. Now, here's a tip for you. If you've got a college student, Jenna's in graduate school in Washington, D.C. If you've got a college student, if you've got a young person who's in their first apartment and they're looking for some kind of blender, we use a couple different blenders. One is like a $15 blender from Target, and it has been just amazing. Like, sometimes you think you got to spend, lots of money on the big blenders. And yes, this Vitamix has lasted me, I've lost track, 5 or 6 probably years. So absolutely worth it investment. But a college kid or a person just out of college living in their first apartment can't afford a $400 blender, right? We've bought and we've used, and I've traveled with, and Jenna's been using this like $15 blender from Target, and it has been amazing. If you've got a college student, I highly recommend it. If you've got someone who's living in their first apartment, I recommend it. The other blender that I recommend for small spaces, fairly inexpensive, is the NutriBullet. And the benefit to both of these kinds of blenders, this $15, I can't remember the brand of it, but this little $15 blender from Target and then the NutriBullet, is that you make it in the canister that you actually drink it out of. So again, for college students and for kiddos living in dorms, they don't have a lot of space and they don't want to do a lot of dishes. And if they can make their shake in the canister and then drink it right out of that, that is a huge benefit. So that's what Jenna does every day. She drinks her shake in the evening. She likes to have it as kind of a dinner. She will often exercise workout in the evening, and because she works and has class all day, and she often works out in the evening, and then she has her shake kind of as her dinner. And that's been her habit for, gosh, almost as long as she's been drinking shakes. So again, vegan chocolate, Trader Joe almond butter, and then almond milk. My husband has been drinking the same recipe for however long we've been drinking, like 10 years, almost 10 years. And it is chocolate Shakeology. He drinks the regular right now. He does use the Fiber Boost. I call this Fiber Boost. I think the proper name for it is Digestive Health. I call it Fiber Boost. So if you ever hear me talk about it, that's what it is. It's fiber in our shake. So you can put that in your shake as well. And then he uses the almond butter, and then he uses peanut butter. Please, I know this is not the healthiest form of peanut butter, but in marriage, just like life, just like parenting, you pick your battles. I am not going to battle with my husband over the kind of peanut butter that he uses. I am going to celebrate the fact that he's drinking his shake every single day and is going to live a long, healthy life because of it. So let's remember that sometimes some of those battles are not quite as important as the other bigger stuff. Yeah, so he drinks chocolate Shakeology. He puts a very healthy dose of peanut butter in his shake. He drinks chocolate almond milk and then the Fiber Boost ice. It's been the same recipe for years and years. Every once in a while, he gets a little crazy and puts a banana in it if we have a banana. But I don't really like bananas, so we don't usually have those at home. The only time he varies from that recipe is if he's doing the 21-day ultimate reset, which he does several times a year. And when you are on that, you drink a vegan shake, and he will drink the tropical flavor when he does that. He really enjoys that. And sometimes he will drink the tropical in the summer just because it's light and fruity, and maybe it makes him think of being on a Disney cruise or something. I don't know, but that has been his recipe for forever. And I want to share a couple other tips. I've been drinking Shakeology for almost 10 years, 10 years actually in March, and some tips that I have learned along the way because my recipes have changed. When we first introduced Shakeology, it was just chocolates, and it was the whey version, chocolate and green berry, and I think that was it. And then over the past 10 years, we've come out with, of course, our vegan flavors, hallelujah, and just some other flavors and some really fun seasonal flavors. So you probably know right now I'm obsessed with pumpkin spice. You can see it sitting back here. This is my shake bar. Here's my pumpkin spice. Here's our, when you see me make this, sometimes when people ask me, what is this? This is the fiber boost. I've just put it in this glass container. Vegan vanilla, if I'm feeling that. The chocolate, and then vegan chocolate for when Jessy was home. And my recipe has changed over the years, but not the fact that I've been drinking it every single day, even when I travel. And the cool part about good nutrition is once you get good nutrition in your body, you crave it. And now when I travel, I don't need all of this setup necessarily if I can't do it. You know, if I'm setting up at a hotel room for 5 or 6 days, I'm taking my NutriBullet blender with me and I'm kind of setting up a little shake bar, especially when the girls are with me and my husband's with me because we're all drinking our shakes. But if it's just me and I'm only gone a couple days, for example, next weekend when I go to Los Angeles, I'm gonna take a shaker cup, some packets of pumpkin spice, I'm gonna put some water and some ice in a shaker cup, put that pumpkin spice in there, shake it up and go. Because the recipe isn't nearly as important as getting the nutrition in my body every single day. And when I don't, I can tell. When I have my shake at the time that I have my shake every day, it's a beautiful thing. If I'm off a little bit for travel, or I drink my shake a little bit later, or, you know, it's just a weird day, I can tell because our bodies get used to good nutrition. And the thing is, I think sometimes people don't really understand how good we can feel. And once we start getting that premium nutrition in our bodies that is truly bioavailable and that our bodies are using and soaking in and absorbing, and our bodies like, thank you for this amazing nutrition, we feel so much better. It's so much bigger than weight loss or any of that. Is actual true health. And that's what Shakeology does. It helps us really have true health and we feel and function better. Can weight loss be a part of it? Yeah, maybe. Does it have to be? Not necessarily. I'm far more concerned about the true health, which might mean some weight loss, but whether I lose 5 pounds or no pounds, I'm still gonna drink my Shakeology every single day because I know what it's doing for me on the inside. It's pretty cool when I think about it, actually. 10 years of putting this incredible nutrition in my body every single day. It's really cool when I think about what's happening, and I probably don't even know it. So some tips that I learned over the 10 years of drinking Shakeology is get the stuff in your body, and pretty soon the recipe doesn't matter as much. But when I'm home, I love my recipe. I love my pumpkin spice. I love my almond butter. I love putting all kinds of fun things in it and mixing it up and making it this amazing shake. When I travel, I'm just gonna shake it up and go. But some tips for you if you're looking for some almond butter or some other kinds of butters or something like that to put in your shake. A couple things that I found on the web is this powdered almond butter. I have a couple different brands because Jessy was trying this, and I may try this too. But if you like almond butter, but you want it to blend a little easier, because sometimes, you know, in a jar it's a little harder to blend, I discovered this powdered peanut butter has been around for a long time. So you might put that in a chocolate shake if you don't want some of the calories and fat from peanut butter. It also blends really well. But I just discovered this when I did a little internet search as well, that there is powdered almond butter too. So if you're interested in that, there's that. I have not tried this, but this is my favorite brand, this RX, and this is chocolate peanut butter. Like, I think my husband would love this. So I'm gonna show him this because I use this brand of almond butter in my shake every day. So it's a little bit cleaner. Egg whites, peanuts, dates. It's a little bit cleaner than Jif, sorry. But it's chocolate, so I'm gonna see if he might try this. I've also just started putting a little flaxseed in my shakes. I don't eat fish at all, And this is a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, which is really good for your brain. So I started putting a little bit of this in. And you can put all kinds of cool things in your shake and mix it all up, and half the time not taste any of that kind of stuff, you know, and just taste the amazing deliciousness of the shake and be getting incredible nutritional benefits from all of it. So make a shake a priority every single day. It's the first meal that I have every single day. It's the first meal my husband has. It's the first meal that Jessy has. As I shared, Jenna has hers a little bit later, but it's just so powerful to know that after several hours of not eating and sleeping and resting and hours of not eating, to be putting this unbelievable nutrition in your body straight out of the gate when you wake up, that's powerful to know. Because at the end of the day, what can we control? We can control how we move our bodies, and we can control what we put in our bodies. And none of us gets to a point where maybe we've gained a little weight or gotten off track and gone, gosh, I wonder how that happened. Oh, we know exactly how it happened, right? Like it was a few too many Christmas cookies, or it was one too many pieces of Aunt Susan's chocolate eclair cake, or it was, you know, a little bit too much guacamole the other night that was really, really good. We know exactly how we get off track. And this, one of the easiest, simplest, best ways to get back on track. And we can control this. Drink this shake every single day. So I hope you've enjoyed this little series, JV's 5 Days of Shakes. And if you've got some suggestions that you'd like to see some other series, if you want to see some other stuff that I have in my daily life, please let me know. I'm here to help you, and I hope you make it an amazing day. Get your shake in today.